Hello schemers, my name is Fernie with Scheme Team, and welcome back to another video. Last week I did a review on a video game called SKATER XL, which was recently released across all consoles, but has been on PC since 2018. During my review of the game I expressed how I did enjoy the game, although I found it very simplistic and wished it had more to offer. I found myself comparing it a lot to Skate 3, although, while looking at it, it had a lot of similarities to a game called Sessions. Now I was actually really excited for Sessions ever since they announced it at the Xbox E3 panel, but that was all the way in 2018, and it was barely released on console now. After giving both games, SKATER XL and Sessions, a fair play, I kept feeling like I was honestly playing the exact same game. And a big part of that was the controls. In SKATER XL, you use both thumbsticks to control your footwork. The left thumbstick is for the left foot and the right thumbstick is for the right foot. I compared it very much to Skate 3. SKATER XL and Sessions have almost identical control schemes. Literally all the buttons do the exact same thing. They even have a waypointing system just like SKATER XL, and it's the same buttons. As I said, the movements in Sessions is almost identical to the movement in SKATER XL. Left thumbstick for left foot, right thumbstick for right foot. Literally the only difference I experienced while playing the two games was when you ollie. In SKATER XL, all you have to do is take your right thumbstick down and release, and you will automatically ollie, compared to in Sessions, where you have to put your right thumbstick down and your left thumbstick up to do more of a flick action, which is more realistic, but can be confusing and sometimes annoying. Back in my SKATER XL video, I expressed how annoyed I was that you were able to get off your board and getting to certain locations was very difficult. Turns out I didn't look into it enough, and there's actually something where you could just like a session, I believe it's called the session marker, where you could just go anywhere in the map and just figure out where you want to go and like plop yourself down. And I thought this was really cool because you can use it to get to spots where are really difficult, especially since in this game you can't get off your board and you can't jump, which was one of my biggest complaints. But in Sessions, fortunately, you can get off your board, but then you get hit with the harsh realization that the animation doesn't look that good. In Sessions, your character can jump, but then you're hit with the harsh realization that the animation doesn't look that good. I know, the game's an early game review, but come on. Although I kinda mocked them at first, SKATER XL challenges have proven themselves to be useful. Although I really wish they were rebranded as tutorials, because that's essentially what they are. But they were helpful. They helped me learn tricks I didn't know, and helped me maneuver around the map in ways I didn't think I possibly could. Sessions unfortunately doesn't have this. It's more of, I think it's designed to look like the instructions of a camera. It's kind of the vibe I'm getting, but it kind of also makes it hard to read them at the same time. But just because it doesn't have SKATER XL's fancy challenges doesn't mean that they can't have actual challenges. Sessions does have daily challenges, which is really cool. They test your strengths and, hey, maybe you'll learn something new. They also have weekly challenges, and an experimental tab where you can play a game of Skate. Now let's talk about the maps that each game has to offer. In SKATER XL, there's 5 official maps, and then there's 3 community maps that you can do just by pressing RB on your controller, which switches the tabs. Within Sessions, there's 5 different maps, and they all take place within New York. And keep an open eye, because some maps have bus stops, which are fast travel points between the maps themselves. Sessions also has your apartment as a really cool feature. It's this really cool little place where you can manage your clips, adjust your settings, even share your clips, and finally, edit and customize your skateboard and your skater. SKATER XL's character customization was fairly simplistic for me. You only had one preset for your person, and a very minimal clothing option for you and your board. Although Sessions doesn't differ much from this, they do have a fair share of pre-made characters you could use. And they do also offer character customization, but it is also fairly minimalistic, but it does offer more clothing options in my opinion. The last thing I want to talk about is each game's video playback feature. Honestly, they're both pretty impressive, but they're both pretty much the same, if that makes sense. This one had a filmer camera mode, which I thought was pretty cool. It just makes it look like there's a person following you, but pretty much it. One thing I was freaking out about in the SKATER XL video was that they offered keyframes within their video playback function, which I thought that was huge. A lot of games didn't offer that, especially back in Skate 3. This one offers it as well, although I did find it a little more difficult to use. But it's also not a negative towards Sessions, because I feel like they both use them very well. I just think SKATER XL displays them in a more simpler and nicer format. And that's basically all of the big comparisons I wanted to make between SKATER XL and Sessions. Now, you're probably wondering, which one should I buy? If these two games are so similar, which one is worth forking over my money? And look, here's how I see it. SKATER XL is currently sitting at the marketplace at $39.99. And although hopefully it's still at early development, it is marketed as a full game. This game is a semi-open world glitchy sandbox with no story and no point of progression, and it's marketed as a full game. And then I look at Sessions, which is almost basically the exact same game with a little differences, a little more glitchy. But to me, that's honestly perfectly fine, because the game is still marketed as a game preview game. And not only that, the game is being sold at $19.99, which is literally half the price of SKATER XL. So you could go shred without breaking the bank. But now it's pretty much up to your own personal opinion. Me personally, I do like SKATER XL just a little bit more because I feel like it runs more smooth. But I'm also really hoping that Sessions will eventually outpass this game, because that is a game preview where this is a full game. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Please consider subscribing. My name is Freddy from Scheme Team, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!